Real Madrid is the Super Cup champion for 2024 tournament. Strategic brilliance decoded. Carlo Ancelotti dives into Real Madrid's spectacular 4-1 victory over Barcelona.
And for us, this match was a final that we had to win, and we finally won it deservedly. We started the game very well, taking advantage of the opponent's high line. And now we have Vinicius in a good moment, and he had an extraordinary match. Then another game began in which Barcelona started to control the ball more. Recovering ball possession wasn't difficult. It was a competitive match, even with the score at 4-1. We tried to control the game by pressing high. In the second half, we played quite well, especially in the defensive aspect. This is because in the offensive line, we are very dangerous. There's a lot of movement up front. Since we don't have fixed positions in the attack, this prevents the opponent from assigning a defender to mark our forwards. Vinicius moves a lot. Bellingham and Rodrygo also move around the field, so the three of them, with the help of the fullbacks, generate a lot of danger. The key is the atmosphere that everyone in the club is able to generate. It's a calm and in control, yet a committed environment. Each person has their role. We've done well so far. But the danger in the season comes, and we have to be ready when it arrives. Regarding that difference, I think it has been a convincing result. But we have to consider that we scored 2 goals early in the game. Even though it was 4-1, the match was open. We used a counterattack tactic, and they had ball possession, making it a bit challenging for us to recover. If we think it was an easy game, we would be making a mistake. I think I'm doing very well. We have to enjoy this moment, but also stay focused and concentrated on what lies ahead and just keep working. I like the work I do, and especially I like the atmosphere where I work. Naturally, I have a lot of support from my coaching staff and the players. Everyone shows their commitment and professionalism, along with a lot of affection towards me, as well as the club that supports and cares for me. So I feel like I'm high on a cloud, but I also never forget that I can fall from the cloud. I don't know anything about that. I substituted Vinicius because of the significant exertion he had, not to avoid any other issues. He put in an incredible physical effort, especially considering that he has just returned from an injury. So to prevent problems, it was better to take him off the field. Vinicius has to do his job just as he did perfectly today, and that is to bring excitement and titles to Real Madrid. All right, it is simple. I think it's a game for Lunin, and for the next La Liga match, Kepa will play. Sometimes when making the lineups, you have to leave out important players. Luka Modric played the semifinal. For this match, Kroos was more fresh, so I choose him instead of Modric. The truth is that there are many Real Madrid fans here who have supported us, and we are happy to have their support. They have helped us reach our best version. I agree that the most important role belongs to the players and the coach has to adapt. By this, I mean understanding the characteristics of each player and trying to assign a collective role that is liked by all the players or that they feel comfortable with. And if this gives a boost to confidence, I don't know. I believe the team has confidence in itself based on what we have achieved from the beginning of the season until now. We don't need a confidence boost because we already have it. We have a very strong team with individually high-level players and a very good atmosphere. The defensive line is doing very well. Today we had very experienced defenders, but I would also like to highlight the excellent defensive work done by Tchouamenie. He cuts many passes from the midfield, wins many duels, and is very strong in aerial play. So his contribution to the defensive line has been very, very important. It seems to me that Vinicius has performed well in the Clasicos. If I remember correctly, he scored the first goal against Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. And in La Liga, his work led to an own goal by Araujo. Certainly, sometimes it's a bit more challenging. But Araujo is a world-class defender, and that makes it tougher. However, today, Vinny looked for the game inside and not always on the wings, and that led him to score the first goal of the night. The president wished us good luck before the match. He is always convinced that we will win. Today, he was also convinced that we could win. He supports all the players, greeted them, and everyone is happy.